Yo, what's good? What's good? NBA YouTube, NBA YouTube. It's your man, 100 Grand Ross with The Rock Never Stops, coming to you with another episode of NBA Talk. Today, we're going to be talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Atlanta Hawks. Yo, this game was real interesting. It's real interesting. But real quick before we get started, if you like the video, please like, subscribe. Feel free to throw some comments out there. I always respond. But let's dive into this. I told y'all about the Cavs. I told y'all about them. I said, don't sleep on them. Don't underestimate these Cavaliers. I told you they was dogs. There was a bunch of pit bulls and bulldogs running around. And maybe they didn't have a lot of great direction. You didn't quite know what to make of them. But I said one thing's for sure. They're going to compete. Don't underestimate them. But I understand. It's hard to go from playing against a contending team, a championship level team, and then playing against a lottery team. But here's the thing, not all lottery teams are created equal. I think I'm going to do a video on this later on. Not all lottery teams are created equal. The Cleveland Cavaliers are not the same as the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're not the same as the Sacramento Kings. They're not the same as some of these teams who haven't seemed to figure out how to get some direction, how to put together their organization, coaching staff, Sacramento Kings. The Cleveland Cavaliers have almost all their pieces in place. Almost all. There may be one piece away, one solid piece away. You start off with your man Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton, young bull in every sense of the word. This young man is fearless. He's clutch. He loves seizing the moment. He's never scared of it. And he's a dog. He's a dog. I mean, when we say dog, we saying somebody that's gonna get after it. It's gonna get after the game from beginning to end. The moment he steps foot on that court, he's competing. He's giving it everything he's got. Then you got Darius Garland, who wasn't even playing in this game. You got Evan Mobley, Isaac Okoro, Jared Allen, and my man Ricky Rubio. I'm gonna get in on him in a little bit, because he's one of the most slept on players in the NBA. If you know, you know, but a lot of y'all ain't knowing. But on the other side, you got the Atlanta Hawks, mad talented, as deep as they've ever been. Truly, in my book, a dark horse contender, but should finish as long as they're healthy, knock on wood, anywhere in the top 4 or 5 in the Eastern Conference, especially with the way Boston's starting off. But the problem is, I don't know who is their heartbeat. I thought it was John Collins. It still might be, but I think he's got a ways to go. Because when you look at what a heartbeat is for a team, it's somebody that gets the blood pumping. Somebody that's gonna be like, yo, let's go. And get into people and say, it's time to compete, it's time to win from beginning to end. See the Golden State Warriors, they got that with Draymond Green. You got other guys like Marcus Smart. Got other guys like maybe even a Davion Mitchell. You can already see it. He's got that dog competitiveness in him. Colin Sexton brings that to the Cavaliers. And it's great when your star brings that. But if your star player don't bring that, somebody has to. Somebody has to light a fire under his behind and say, yo, let's go. And when you watch this game, the Atlanta Hawks missed so many wide open looks throughout this game. Wide open. I mean, they could have blown this game off the bricks from the beginning. I'm talking about second chance threes, kickouts. Nobody's even closing out. You got some bad turnovers. And some of that is due to the defensive scheme for the Cavaliers. Shout out. JB Bickerstaff, great scheme. But the reality is, Atlanta should have taken control over this game, got it out the way, let the backups play towards the end of the game, and been ready for the next one. And this is growing pains of any young team taking that next step into what it means to be a perennial playoff team and potential contender. And so what you see is Atlanta Hawks allow Cleveland to just hang around, keep competing, keep competing, take some leads here and there. But what ends up happening down the stretch is when they got a closer and their team is rolling and believing and pushing, trying to get to where you're at. Make no mistake about it. Cleveland's trying to get to where Atlanta is at. A playoff team that shows what they can do, get some victories in the playoffs, get into the conference finals, that close to get into the NBA finals. Cleveland is itching to be in the Atlanta Hawks shoes. And so they were hunting. They were hunting straight up. They couldn't wait for this opportunity. And they took it. Down the stretch, Cleveland out executed. It's a make or miss league, as they say. Cleveland made more shots. Atlanta did. And I'm gonna be real with you. This ain't gonna be the first team to go into Cleveland thinking it's not gonna be that hard. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The underrated signing of the year, of the offseason, was Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio is a winner. Ricky Rubio has evolved into everything they thought he was going to be in the NBA. Great defender, on ball and as a help defender. There's a difference. Amazing playmaker. And when he could figure out his shot maker. Not a shooter, but a shot maker. And you saw in this game, Ricky Rubio controlled the tempo. He controlled the game. He executed, played great defense, got guys the ball. It's not a coincidence Evan Mobley had a great game. When you got a setup man like Ricky Rubio, you're going to have great games. Jarrett Allen had a great game. And I'll tell you something else about this boy, Evan Mobley. He's actually my dark horse for Rookie of the Year. I think Scotty Barnes is on his way if he stays in that starting lineup after Pascal Siakam comes in. He's on his way. But Evan Mobley, I told people from the beginning, he's going to start the entire season. And you know what's kind of awesome? He's playing on the perimeter. They're